Okay, welcome back to the Amateur Adventurers. It's kind of been a time since we've been here, huh?
Yeah.
There's a brand new face with the
Hello.
Amateur Adventurers, which is very
Ooh.
exciting. Uh, I think well, I'm not gonna have you guys introduce your characters just yet, but how about you guys introduce yourselves? I'm obviously the DM, Ricardo. Uh, Go ahead, guys.
Well, I'm Jojo. You guys already might know me from the previous streams.
From like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while, guys, but it's still the same. Yeah, I'm Jojo.
Hello, hello. I'm Lini, or Linnea. I don't know what you guys call me. I think you guys call me Linnea, right? I don't know. But
I
yeah,
call
I'm
you Linnea.
I'm new
That's
to the
all I
group.
know.
I'm new to
I
the group,
actually have
but
never
yeah.
thought about it. I've never thought about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
it's been
It's
a
been
couple of years since we've streamed our beautiful beloved Tharandel campaign. But since the last time we saw the adventurers, it's only been a couple of months. So just to give a quick little recap on what happened since the previous time we played. They were on a mission to heal a child, to rescue a young Saloonite, and to climb a mountain. Their friend and companion, the roguish Spark Springwind, introduced them to a network of thieves, one in particular being the adventurous Lillian Thatcher. Lillian and her girlfriend Elena were instrumental in helping the Crowbar crew save the young Billy from his mysterious infliction. Sparks and his partner in crime, the musically inclined elf Neri, parted ways with Brandon Val to attend to the business of whimsical and devilish crime. Luckily, Lillian chose to join the crew as they were headed to her home city of Monjed, and Elena, her girlfriend, was called away for work with a promise to meet up in future. Following months of travel across the country, they finally arrived at the glittering, bustling, but still growing border town of Monjed. As they look up at the city, Yo-Yo, what does Val look like?
ooh. Well, hasn't been that long since we last saw Val, but at least in the campaign. But yeah, she still has like silverish like white blonde hair that is kind of wavy and longer than my hair definitely, but like not too long as well. Um she also has uh kind of similarly colored eyes. Um and a kind of tan skin, which is kind of a contrast to her hair and eyes. And she still looks quite young, as she's obviously like not that old, which is
And
the
also
opposite
is
of
an
young.
elf.
Yes, and also she's an elf, which you can obviously tell in her features as well. And yeah, she's wearing just some like normal clothes, nothing crazy, nothing not like big armor or something. Um and yeah, that's what she's looking like.
What does she what does her face look like seeing the massive city of Monjed, which I think she's probably only seen one time in her life,
Hmm.
probably when she was a kid?
Yeah,
So
well,
what does her
she
expression look
looks
like?
starstruck, I would say. Her face lights up as she looks up at this beautiful city, which obviously it's not insane for some people, but for her, as she was very sheltered and grew up in a monastery, she hasn't really been around a lot. And the past few months, or wait, actually, yeah, the past few months, she's seen so many new, yeah, like things that she's never seen before, but she's still as excitable as she was when she joined the gang.
I think in contrast to Val's sort of starstruck air, Brand and Lillian, I mean, this is their hometown. So Brand, who has sort of ashy gray skin, bright red hair tied up in a knot, and a very thick red beard, um, kind of looks over at Lillian just with like a get a load of the kid face. And what does he see when he looks at Lillian?
Well, Lillian is a very, like, not a very flashy person, just very easy to forget, to get lost in the crowd between the people. She's a human. She has brown hair, like a little shorter probably than my hair. It's not straight, it's not like curly, it's just like a mess a little bit most of the time. Yeah, she looks basically like a regular human if you would see her. Like there's nothing um big that would like uh make her stand out of the crowd or anything. Most of the time, probably right now, she's wearing like long sleeve, um, like a turtleneck kind of thing. Like,
A good
yeah,
playboy?
exactly. Like tight black clothes, like some cargo pants with a lot of space to just put stuff because it's useful. She's very much the kind of person who wears the clothes she wears because they're useful, not because they're stylish or anything. So yeah, that's probably what he sees.
Uh, Sorry, I just very much enjoy the idea of this like waveish elf with like platinum blonde hair, very Lord of the Rings vibes, wearing like boring ass gray like brownish travels clothes.
Mhm.
Uh a Fire Genasi who is just like red and gray all over, and then like a human woman wearing a black turtleneck and cargo pants.
Yeah.
They're a great bunch, you know? You
Mhm.
could say that.
They're a fun bunch. Um, yeah, I think as the three of you, or the three of us, I should say,
Mhm.
um, head towards the city, um, I imagine that Brand probably is holding Val's hand, just sort of like dragging her along as she's sort of uh awestruck and looking at everything. And I mean, this is a much busier city than Tharandale was. Like Tharandale was an established city, so it was full of people, it was busy, but it wasn't a border town.
Mhm.
And there's a different kind of movement when you're talking about imports, exports, illegal imports, exports, and all of the movements that come with being on the cusp of two places. Um, but Val, as you are expecting to go through these massive wooden doors through the gate into the city proper, Bran just kind of like pulls you off to the side, and he starts leading you to where Lillian, you know, is essentially the suburbs. It's a small collection of larger homes just outside of the city in a bit more of a secluded area. No real like uh protection or anything like that. It's just it clearly takes a lot of money to live here because since there isn't a wall to protect you, they just have to hire people to protect you. So he starts leading you off into a wealthier district of the city, removed from the city proper. And Lillian, you kind of recognize the direction he's going. Um, yeah. Is there anything you say as he starts leading the two of you off away from the city proper?
um, I think she would be a little surprised and just like, so do you live around these parts?
No, 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 no. I live in the city. Uh, Len and I live in the city. Uh,
Okay.
I'm taking you guys to my mom. My mom slaps, and she makes the best
Oh.
food.
Wait, we'll get to meet your mom?
Oh my god, yes! You
Oh
haven't
my
met my mom
god!
yet! Yeah, yeah,
No!
yeah. No, my mom is awesome, my stepdad is awesome.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I honestly didn't even cross my mind.
that's so
Um,
exciting.
I did not tell my mom that we're coming because I
Oh.
don't know how to. I tried,
Ah,
but she doesn't really answer, and Brand, like, produces flame in his hands, and he says, "I don't know, but when I was little, my mom used to tell me that whenever I create a little flame in my hands and I whispered into it, she'd be able to hear me." Um, she doesn't really answer though, so I'm not convinced it works, but I did tell her we were on our way,
oh,
so
I
I
mean,
guess I'll catch
Interesting.
my mom in a lie.
why would she lie to you though? I think like that's such a cute thing. I wish, I wish I had something like that.
It's really
Damn,
cute.
damn,
Um,
it is really
I
cute.
don't know
Damn.
enough about magic to know if that's
Oh,
actually a
me
thing,
neither, actually.
but let's see.
Fuck, okay. Damn, at least when Neri was with me, I had somebody else that knew anything about magic. Fuck, okay.
Mm,
Cool, 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 cool,
that's
cool,
right.
cool, cool, cool. It's fine. I forgot about that. It hasn't
Just
really
the
come
only
up
magic
because,
user. The
I mean,
only other
I don't
magic
really
user.
use magic.
Oh yeah.
Magic just sort of works through me. I don't know
It
what to
does
say.
sometimes do things that I'm not sure you wanted it to do.
He just kind of like looks at you, just like this deadpan look, just like,
I just have some memories of that
so
happening.
anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna meet my mom. Hopefully, she makes food, or has made food, uh, or is it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Where
Mhm.
can
Lily, do you don't look as confused as Val sort of always does when we go to new places.
Oh,
Uh,
I've been
Do
here.
you know where we're going?
My parents live here.
No
So,
fucking way.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Wait, are both of your
Sorry,
parents the same people?
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
gray and made of fire, and she's a normal ass human.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm
right. Right. Right.
Yeah, I don't
I
think that's
mean,
how that works.
I don't know. I just wanted to throw the idea in there, you know?
Well, throw it back. I
Yeah.
actually, although, hey, listen, I said that with so much confidence. I have no fucking idea. Maybe you are my sister.
I don't
See?
I I have two moms and like
Oh.
my biological dad, I guess. He's more like an uncle. He's also human, so I'm
Hmm.
not very confident that like that's
Okay, cool. No, no, no. That does
possible.
that's also wow. Okay, so interesting thing. My mom
Sorry for
is
the
made of
curveball.
fire. She's like a full like
Oh.
fire elemental, so like she's a full made of fire. And my dad is smoke in the air. So I have no fucking idea who he is. So it could be the same as your dad, uncle.
Wait, your mom is fire and then your dad is smoke in the air?
No, no,
They
no, no.
fit really
Sorry,
well together.
sorry, sorry. No, my dad is not smoke in the air. It was a metaphor. My dad is not in my life and
Oh.
therefore is not present. So don't know who my dad is.
Oh.
Therefore might be unlikely,
Oh.
but might be.
Might be smoke in the air. Okay.
So
Yeah, exactly.
the
Um
entire time the three of you are talking, you're walking through the streets, and I mean it's very typical suburban streets. Like uh it's almost as if there's no concept of crime here. So like I mean there's kids playing in the street, there's like little bicycles and like kids running across the street and people just like walking with shopping bags and the equivalent of cell phones and that kind of thing. It's like there's no concept of uh, being aware of your surroundings for danger, and you kind of notice that as you're walking, everybody sort of stops and like turns to look at you guys as you walk past and waits for you to leave before continuing with whatever they're doing. And Lillian, I think for you, it sort of hits home a little bit more because you're used to being unobserved.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you guys interact with that. Brand is lost in the sauce. He's having like the best conversation of his life, so he has not noticed a fucking thing.
Um, is it just because like we stand out as a group, or does it feel like there's more to it? Can I do like an insight check or anything on them?
Yeah, you can. I mean, there's a couple of people. Like, there's a man taking out his trash, like a basic. I don't know,
Suburban
like yeah,
lifestyle.
basic suburban 6 foot tall man with like a thick brown mustache, just sort of like taking the trash out, and he just kind of like stops and looks at you as you are like walking past. You can make an insight check on him if you want.
Okay.
First rule of the day.
Yay!
First roll of the day.
Ooh, it's not a Lillian typical horrible roll.
Oh,
That's
look at
nice.
that.
That is a 21.
Ooh,
Oh.
very nice.
This is what I'm
With
good at.
a with the 21, um, I think Lillian, you stare him like dead in the face as you're walking past. It's very much the case of like as you're walking, your face is following his face and his face is following your face. And then you remember what the three of you look like, which is a woman in a very nice suburban area wearing cargo shorts, um, a man made of fire, and just an elf, just like an elf in the city. Um, and you can tell it's not discomfort in that they're afraid you might attack or you're afraid they might attack. It's more discomfort on his face of what you might bring with you. Like
Mm.
you the three of you look like adventurers,
Mm.
and adventurers usually bring adventure. And no suburban dad wants a fucking adventure.
Well, we do bring adventure.
We do, hopefully, you know?
So yeah, you guys continue on down the road. Um, it's very, very weird how close, like how on the same route Brand's parents and your parents' houses are. Um,
Is that a question? If you really don't have the same parents, that's what
wouldn't that be
happens.
the most insane thing to start
that,
episode one with?
that would be the most insane plot twist that I'm like, what the fuck?
Fucking hell.
I would love
No,
that.
as you guys are walking, like Brand leads you on down the same road, and you actually pass your parents' house, Lillian. Just like on the
Oh,
way, you pass your parents' house. And I mean, Brand doesn't have any idea, so he just kind of keeps walking. I don't know if you want to stop them or just sort of like cut off on your own or whatever.
Um, I think she wouldn't just like go off or do anything. I think she would like look over, see if there's like anything, like if everything looks like normal, like the usual,
I mean,
and
make a
then
perception check. Don't bait me
okay,
like that.
okay, I can do that.
mm.
I can do that. That is a
Damn, she's acting
27.
real different.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay, this
what
is
the
this is
frick?
different energy. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, with a 27, you see the curtain as like it's not as you're approaching, it's as you're sort of like, okay, cool. You look at the house, nothing's happening. You kind of just keep moving. You see the curtain like twitch a little bit. I mean, that's 27 for you.
Oh,
Damn.
Is a twitch of the curtain.
what?
Does a
Huh?
twitch of the curtain seem unusual? Like,
I mean, it's a twitch and a closed curtain during a bright sunny day in a suburban area. It's weird that the curtains are closed, but it's even weirder that the curtains are closed and then
Twitching.
twitched.
yeah,
Yeah.
that does sound weird.
Especially for your parents.
Yeah. I think at that she probably stops for a moment, not saying anything, but just standing there, looking, being like
you okay?
something is off.
About what?
I don't know. Like first the people are kind of acting weird, but that might be just because we're us, you know? We don't really fit into this suburban dream of the people, you know?
Oh.
So but also this is my parents' house. The
This?
curtains
This
are
house?
closed.
Brand
it's
is a house of past. Brand has not
Brand!
realized.
Brand, back here!
Why?
Come here! Come back!
Why?
Just come back! She's also
Okay.
yelling so loudly, like this is so inappropriate for a suburban area. Like no one should be yelling this much.
Brand turns around and just kind of like, I already walked past these houses. I'm bored of these houses. I want to see my mom's food.
Well,
This is my parents' house.
Lillian. Yes.
And something is off.
Two things.
I don't know
Two
what
things.
is
Two
off,
things.
but
Two things.
something's
One
off.
thing. That's your parents' house? Sorry. Hey guys, hey stream.
That's
Sorry.
your parents'
Mac.
house! Happy birthday! That's perfect!
Anyway, sorry. Brand's like, that's your parents' house? I mean, that house has been here for a fucking million. I mean, I don't know when your parents moved in because
Million years?
I was
Yeah.
a baby. But
I was a baby.
just crazy that your parents are like 5 houses down from mine. Love that for
Oh
us.
my god, they're
Maybe like,
neighbors!
oh my god, we are fucking neighbors. Anyway, hey, listen, not the point. Second thing, weird, bad, weird, good, weird, weird. Where are we
Weird.
at?
I'm not sure if it's like the curtains are closed. First of all, like you see this weather, it's sunny. Like the curtains are never closed. And then the curtains were twitching.
Hey,
Like they moved.
hey, do you hear your that neither of those things sound like weird things to me.
But they are weird.
Closed curtains and a twitching curtain.
Also the people are weird. But that might also because we are weird, you know?
Yeah, no, the people are always weird to me because
Oh.
my hair is bright red and my skin is gray and they're all like humans and so
It's a
like
bit rude.
Makes sense. I'm not used to people being weird to me, so that's just usually they don't
it's
see
not
me.
just like that.
So
We used to hang
Woof.
out with a rabbit, so I am actually used to being looked at a lot.
Yeah. I
This
mean,
is gonna be
listen,
Rabbit
difficult.
folk. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
yeah. I've gotten in shit for that way too many times.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay, well, we are kind of looking more suspicious by just the three of us standing outside your parents' house talking.
Maybe we should
Do you
just
just want to go?
check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I just want to check real quick if everything's okay. And if
We
everything's
can
fine,
meet
we
your
can.
parents as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want us to come with you or stand awkwardly on
Come on,
You
Brand.
I mean,
you
She
can
just
come.
takes him and like drags him. Come on, Brad. It's gonna be fun.
yeah, so I guess you guys head to the front door. Do you know where like a spare key is, or do you like knock on the door? What like how does one
I
enter one's parents' house?
That's a good question.
Asking, yeah, asking for a friend.
I
I wouldn't know.
I don't know, but I feel like the vibe of Lillian would be a spare key. I don't know why,
True.
but like I can
Control
see
That
key.
makes
it.
sense.
Just
Surely.
her being like, oh, okay, opening the door and like, hey, something like that
Yeah.
vibe fits the usual kind of.
Yeah, I think you walk up to the front door, and it's not even like one of those obvious spare key places, which is like under the mat or whatever. No, 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 no. Lillian did this for herself because she knows her parents, which is all the spare key places that they keep spare keys that usually go missing. Then there is Lillian's spare key, which is a fucking brick in the wall that is imperceptible unless Lillian takes out her fucking thieves' tools and like jimmies the one brick out and finds the key in the hollowed out brick.
Yeah.
So yeah, you like pop it out, get your key, like slot it back into place. I don't know. Do you like open it like normal, or do you like? Are you trying to be stealthy about this? I guess what I'm trying to ask.
I don't think she's trying to be stealthy about this because in her mind, like even if something is a little off, she still hopes that she's just like again a twitching curtain. That does sound kind of insane. So she's hoping that everything's just fine and she doesn't want to like give her parents a heart attack by being stealthy, you know? She probably has done that more times than she would have liked.
No, that's
So
fair. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I think you just. I mean, you open the door. It does a very weird, creepy like creak thing. As you open the door, just because it's a creepy moment and everything is sort of freaking you out a little bit. The house is obviously darker than you're expecting it. Um, but you open the door, and to Lillian, this is, I mean, the house you grew up in, so you're extremely familiar with this. But so you already know when the door opens, you're going to see the long hallway. Off to the side is going to be the lounge area, which is where the front window with the curtain is. You lead on past, like through the passageway. You're going to hit the kitchen. You're going to get to the stairs that takes you upstairs to the 3 bedrooms. Like, you know this house like the back of your hand. Um, but that doesn't stop it from being a really weird experience when the house is dark in the middle of the day, right? Um, so
I
you
was a
open it and the
I
hmm?
was about to ask if the car was outside, but I don't think there are
Um,
cars.
No, sorry, unfortunately the wagon is not
it's
outside.
not outside today.
Because
So
they had to take the horses in for us.
I
I don't know.
don't
Listen,
I don't know how how
listen. No,
suburbs work in fantasy, you know.
Me neither.
people walk.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know. Or they have scooters. Actually, you know what? Everybody has little wooden bicycles and little wooden scooters. That's
Okay,
how
that's canon
everybody gets.
now. That's just
Love
canon
that.
That's
now.
hey Miguel. If you ever want to get back to this world, R.I.P.
There's
Everybody's got
scooters.
We have made
scooters and
so much
bicycles.
stuff up.
Especially in like the
um
mountains. Like I can just see them like trying to get up like a little hill and
No, no, no.
like
Terrain bikes.
failing.
Listen, they're made of wood, but they've got gears and everything. It's like proper legit mountain bikes. People do
Oh
trail
my
runs, not trail runs. What the fuck is it called? Doesn't matter.
lovely.
Anyway, back to the moment of the
okay.
creepy house. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, you open the door and like the passageway is like is in darkness. I don't know, how far do you go in? Do you go straight to the lounge? Do you like I
I think
how does actually Lillian, you tell me how you enter your parents' house.
yeah. I think she opens the door and usually she would be like, "Hey, I'm here," something, but I think she doesn't this time because she's like, something is still weird. Like I'm not trying to be incredibly stealthy, but also like not screaming around the house.
Mm.
So she opens the door, goes in, and definitely first of all checks the room with the window where the curtain was twitching, just to see if there's
Um,
like anyone around.
yeah, you see, I mean, there's nothing by the curtain where it twitched, and it wasn't like just a twitch. It was like a twitch, move out of the way, and then back. Um,
Twitch. Sorry. That was kind of funny.
Fuck, guys. We have to end the stream here. This campaign is cancelled. No.
Oh, damn.
There's nothing by the curtain, but in the sort of like low light of the lounge, you see two couches, the coffee table, and on the coffee table, wrapped up is like this like very very fat orange and white cat, just like fully passed out sleeping.
Aw.
I mean, I think this is a cat that your parents have adopted since you moved out, but I imagine that you're relatively familiar with this cat Mochi. But Mochi is like fully passed out,
Aw.
likely hasn't moved for about 8 hours. So it's
Real.
unlikely that Mochi was the thing that moved the window, and that whatever moved the window or moved the curtain disturbed Mochi. So I think Lillian's sort of like investigative, inquisitive sort of nature immediately rules out like, cool, so not robbers, not burglars, right? Like that's
Yeah.
Mochi would be freaking the fuck out. Was probably not something like if it was your parents, Mochi would not be asleep. Like it's just something else, something I think in Lillian's mind immediately it's like, cool, so this is like weird capital W. This isn't like a robbery or whatever the fuck. This
Mm.
is weird. Um yeah, I don't know. That's what you see.
I don't know. So it's like is
That's
there
weird.
anything unusual looking in that room?
Make an investigation check. I think Val, you probably could as well, but with disadvantage because it's not your house.
I don't actually
Damn.
think she would make one. Gonna be super
Brandon's gonna
honest.
fair. Hey, that's fair. Brandon's gonna
I
make the
mean,
investigation
Val's just
check.
really excited to be in a new house. She's like, she sees the cat. She's like, oh my god, that cat is so cute. Probably
Brandon's got
runs over,
disadvantage.
like sits next to it on the couch and like starts like slightly petting it, like trying to not
Mochi just kind of
disturb.
like Mochi like
Yes.
opens like one eye, like again, like not just a chubby cat, like a fat cat, like and fully asleep. So like one eye opens, a part of the jaw like opens, like some little jowls, like the cheeks sort of like open and it's like "Eh," and then closes its eyes and rolls over and falls off the coffee table.
Oh, um,
It stays asleep.
uh,
Like
I didn't
Mochi
mean
rolled off the
to.
coffee table and went back to sleep.
I didn't.
It's
It
it's
wasn't
okay.
me.
That happens.
Uh, huh?
I
Okay.
only rolled a 10 on my well, no, I
Cool.
did. I rolled a 5, but I only got a 10.
Brand rolled a 3 and got I think a 4.
Wow,
So
guys,
Yeah.
really doing
yeah,
well. Wait, I want to see what
think
I would have rolled. I'm not gonna use it. Hey, I rolled a 19. Let's go, guys.
RIP.
RP.
Yeah, but I think Val, you interacting with Mochi and then Mochi falling, just sort of distracts everybody and like pulls everybody's attention to like Mochi. And
Oh, still
then
so
as
good.
soon as Brand sees Mochi, Brand is like, "Oh my goodness!" and like goes and picks Mochi up and let's have Brand roll a little animal handling check to see how good he is at this. Ooh, with a 19, Mochi actually like
Wow.
allows himself to be picked up, and Bran just like picks Mochi up and like starts kissing like and like hold him, and yeah, it's very distracting and very noisy. So if there were any burglars,
Yeah.
the jig is up.
I think with that,
Um,
Lillian kind of abandons the whole not shouting through the house kind of thought, and she's just
okay.
like, "Hi, anyone home?"
Silence.
Okay, this is weird.
Are
And I think
they
she
usually
starts
not home?
looking through the house for her parents. Like,
Cool. I mean, Bran's not going anywhere. Bran's gonna stand in this living
yeah.
room and like play with his cat forever. So I think Val and Lillian, the two of you sort of like head back into the passageway. First take a look in the kitchen. You see there's like a half plate of food, um,
Huh?
just like left on the table. Uh, but like no mess, no anything like that. There's just a half eaten plate of food. Which again, capital W weird.
Mhm.
You guys head upstairs, first checking like the closest rooms to the stairs, which would be yours and the spare rooms, or the spare room and the other spare room. Um, Completely empty. You go to your parents' room. The door is open, so it's not as if, anything adult was happening. Um, and you don't see anything, but you do see an indent in the bed, as if somebody either is either was lying there or is lying there but invisible, or whatever, but there's like an indent in the bed in like the shape of a person.
It would be so useful right now if I was the Lillian from my other campaign at that level, because she has something that can literally see invisible people. Which
Oh.
is not like magic or anything, but she knows if an invisible person is there. But I
You
don't
know,
have that, so
I
I have
think
no
Val
idea.
just goes over and like taps where the space is and like sees if something's there. If she can feel something. Because that's what you do without magic.
I mean, fair. Uh, Lillian, you kind of like stop at the doorway and like almost a suspicious, like, I don't know what the vibe is here. Val, no such issues, fully walks straight in and goes like a big solid like prod into where if there was a person would be. Uh, but I mean, your hand doesn't stop as if by a body, but it sort of, without the sound, squelches as if through jelly or gelatin or something like that. So there is something there. You're not really sure what you've never experienced a feeling like this before. It's not
Um,
wet, it's not squelchy, it just sort of has that same viscosity to it. Thicker
Viscosity is
than
a
it should be
crazy
if there was
word.
nothing there. Sorry. Hey,
That's
sorry.
okay.
No, 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 no. Hey, listen. Uh, it has a different
That's
sort of
fair.
like thickness to it, I guess. Like,
Then air.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's very clearly not just empty air there, but
Mhm.
it doesn't have the like solid mass of a
I hope I
body.
didn't just like kill someone or something, like imagine, but I guess not. You
I
know, like
love
if
I
I
love that that's what
imagine.
Val says.
No, no. That's no, surely. But uh uh I don't really know what I just felt.
Oh,
Like there's something there. It feels a little bit like jelly for some reason, and I don't really know because I can't see it. She like
hello?
slightly
Anyone
taps
there?
where it starts doing this feeling. He's like,
Sort of like feeling it around.
yeah, like
Lillian, there's no response when you say that. I think as you guys are like sort of like specifically while Val is like sort of patting around the like body shaped thing, you kind of hear Brand from downstairs be like, "Where'd you guys go? Upstairs?
Yeah.
On my way with Mr. Mochi in tow." And you just like hear the stomping of Brand up
how
the
does he
stairs.
know he's called Mochi?
Holla,
The collar.
man, collar,
What?
a little collar with
Oh,
a
he has
name
the
tag.
collar. Okay. Yeah, I thought you meant like your collar, and I was like, what do you mean? I thought like
Um,
what?
and you see Brand like sort of holding this like very very tubby cat, like a baby. Mochi is fully asleep again on Brand's shoulder, and Brand is sort of like walking,
Aw.
like the happiest man alive. And he's like, "So where are your parents?"
We don't know, but there is something. Can you see things that are not seeable? Because
Yeah,
I can't.
I see dead people. No, what?
I
I don't
see.
know, magic
Wait,
stuff?
actually, you know what? I I was such a dick for a second, and I actually can do a thing. Here, hold Mochi, and like hands Mochi off to you. I think you're gonna have to make an animal handling check, but with advantage because it is your parents' cat.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. That is a 13.
With a 13, you get no reaction. Mochi did not wake up, could not be asked, is still solidly passed out.
Yeah, I think that sounds about
And
right.
Brand kind of like walks forward and is like, okay. Turns to you is like, hey, again, sorry for being a dick. I kind of forgot that I knew how to do
It's,
this.
it's fine.
And he like claps his hands together, rubs them until you see smoke sort of like coming out from in between his hands. And then as that trickle of smoke comes out, he blows and essentially casting a detect magic spell. And the smoke sort of like fills the room way more than it should have if it was actual smoke. And to you, it looks like nothing. The smoke dissipates after like a split second. Um, but when Brand sort of like keeps looking around the room, you see that his eyes, which are normally just like orange, are like glowing red. Um, as he's like looking at any magical presence in this room. Um, and he sees a couple of like faint things of just like regular magical, like almost arcanotech type of things, like an alarm clock or whatever. Um, and then he looks at the bed and he's like, firstly, I know you said there's something weird going on with the bed. You didn't tell me it was a person shaped something.
Didn't
Two,
respond.
Also, you
yeah,
can
it's
see the
not.
indent on the bed yourself. It's not like we only can
Thanks,
see that.
Val. It's not as if I just got
Right?
here 3 seconds ago.
Well, you didn't look around?
What I'm currently doing. The glowing red
It's
eyes?
okay. What do you see?
A person shaped dent on the bed. But
Oh.
it does seem to be glowing, kind of. I'm not really sure. If it was magical, like proper magical, it would be way more intense than it is. Um, hey Val, you probably stuck your hand in it, right?
Yeah.
She did.
What happened?
It felt like jelly.
Yuck.
Yeah. Well, it
Hmm.
was kind of interesting actually.
I have to do it too now because I can see it.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, she's poking it like it feels really interesting actually.
If that's
It's
actually a
really.
person, that's so
Ah,
awkward.
yeah, I'm gonna be
I'm
it's
really
gonna
yucked
be
out.
so
That's so
awkward.
yuck. Okay, well, and he like rolls up his sleeve and just like shoves his hand in, and he's like,
Dude, this feels like he's birthing a cow or something.
uh, it feels so gross. If it, why
Please
is
don't
hey
puke into
hey
my in
Lillian,
my parents'
what the
bedroom.
fuck? What the fuck is going on with your parents? That there's a gross Hey, did you put your hand in this? Because it feels
No.
really. This is so yuck. This is so yuck. Actually, I can't do it. And he like pulls his arm out and he's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on there.
Me
Bro,
neither.
where are your parents? Because they have some explaining to do. Because this is weird shit. Like, if I tell my parents, they're gonna tell the like homeowners association. I, this is yuck. I don't know what it is, but it feels yuck.
What my question is how is this not like fully magical? Because what else is it besides like super
I
magical?
don't know. I didn't go to magic school. I was kind of born like this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that sometimes. But
So
just because
anyway, Lillian, how are you doing, Lillian?
I'm very confused, very worried. I would like to know what the hell this is. Um, what do we do with it?
it that's a good question.
Where are my parents? Like, have we looked through all the rooms at this point?
Yeah,
Okay.
completely empty.
Oh, that's not
I don't.
nice.
Do you think
I
this
can go
was
check.
what moved the curtain?
Oh, I hope not, because then we just stuck our hand in a thing, like a thing.
You
I
said
hope
it
it's
was
safe.
person shaped.
Yeah,
True.
well, the thing is, it is person shaped. I'm hoping it's not like a thing that was moving, because then I stuck my hand into a thing that was a person. I'd
Well,
love for it to
what
just be like a weird bubble of magic in the shape of a person. I don't know, that could happen.
Hmm.
can it?
It's magic.
No,
At this
no.
point,
Well, you just said it can happen, so like I feel like you would know if it actually can or can't, you know?
I mean, listen, there's
do
a
you
phrase that I
think
guess smarter people tell.
if it moved the curtain there would be something of it left on the curtain?
Oh. Because it's jelly?
Is there something of
Hold
it left on
on.
you guys?
Oh,
Oh,
wait, look at me. Wait, Brad, look at me.
Brad like runs straight to the bathroom and throws up. He's like, "Yes, yes," and then you
Really?
just hear the tap on as he like starts scrubbing his arm.
Yeah, she also like does this like to get it off. Oh my god, I did not expect that. Wait, what if I oh no. Like
What?
what if I took something from it? Like in a sense, like what if it is actually a person and it just stuck my arm in it and
Okay,
then it like I like took something like of its as actually I pretty want to think about it, if I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, me neither because I did
Mm-hmm.
the same thing. It's
Would you
yuck.
Yeah.
want to look at the curtain maybe just to know?
Yeah, okay. I just need to get out of this room where all this gross stuff is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And Bran like heads back downstairs. And sure enough, as he looks at it, he's like, "Yuck, yep." There's a little bit of.
Whoa.
So then
So
he
it
like goes
opened the
in and
curtains?
he explains, like he describes what he's seeing, and it's an almost like pastel blue glow, but if it like at like half the tone of any sort of magical artifact or anything like that. Where with the detect magic, he explains like he usually sees like a bright glow in whatever color it is. It's usually the different schools of magic, but like he doesn't know them that well. He hasn't like memorized this with this
Mhm.
color, whatever. But this like pastel blue color is much more toned down, um, and almost like it has faded. Um, but that isn't really a good indication because he's like, listen, a smarter man than me could probably tell you whether this means that the magic is old or not. I am not that smart a man. I do not know. Um, you know who would know though?
Ooh.
My mom. My mom knows a bunch of magical shit.
Wait, maybe we should
Okay.
ask her.
Yeah. Uh, do you want me to bring her here or do you want us to go there?
I
If we go there, I'm not carrying Yucko upstairs.
Yeah, maybe. Like, but I also kind of don't want to leave them, whatever, here. Kind of, you know? I'm
I
so.
mean,
What if it
I mean,
runs
still, like,
away?
my mom's house is like 5 houses down. I can just go get her quick. You guys
Yeah,
can hang out here.
maybe.
I'll just go get her quick.
Maybe
Okay.
we do that, and we
Cool.
We can
stand
try to
here
investigate more.
looking at the dent on the bed because that's the only thing we can look at.
I'm just really
Cool.
concerned if I heard it or something.
Brand like thumbs up, heads out, and he's like, "It's cool. I'll be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes if my mom's not there." Um, Heads
Okay.
off, and in that time, uh, I would like to take just like a 2 minute break if we
Yes.
can.
Yes.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah. We can't hear you, Linnea.
Okay,
Back.
so back from
Hello.
our quick little bio break. Um, we just come back to Bran having just left the house to go fetch his mom to figure out whatever the fuck is going on with Lillian's parents. And we start back off with the two of you in this sort of like almost Twilight-esque room, sort of darkened
I
room
watched
with
Twilight
this.
yesterday. No joke.
Should
you throw that in
Okay, cool.
Nice.
That's
Sorry.
Nice.
kids. That's ADD for you.
Sorry.
Uh,
I had to.
we come back to this darkened room with the two of you standing, I think a little bit creeped out in the middle with this person-shaped blob that you can't really see on the bed. What do you guys do?
Hmm.
I think literally
So
Lillian would just stand there squinting, looking if anything like moves or
yeah,
anything.
Val would
Just
not.
wait.
So
Yeah.
Val goes, so are your parents always like that? Like not there-ish? Like like where I don't really know. Like are your parents usually home?
They're usually home,
Um, do you have
which
any
is why this is
idea why
weird.
they wouldn't be home?
I don't know. We've been gone for a while, so I don't really know what's been going on here.
Oh.
You
Do
know?
you like your parents? I really don't know
I
how
think
like parents interact with their kids. Like I just want to know more about you, Lillian.
I think at that question Lillian stops looking at the blob thing and looks at you and says, "Yeah, I love my parents. They're great."
Oh, that's so sweet. I I'm so
Do
happy
you
for you.
not? Do you know your parents?
Well, not my biological parents, I would say. I guess yeah. I
Well,
I grew up in a monastery, so
right. Right.
yeah. I know
So,
those people and those are like my family, but it's like different.
hmm. Yeah. Like my one of my moms is also my adoptive mom, kind of. I don't know. It's like
Yeah,
she's my
I
mom,
guess.
you know? But like
Yeah.
she's also not my biological mom.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Hey Val,
Hmm.
make a dexterity saving throw
Uh,
as you guys are
Excuse me.
having this
Oh.
conversation.
Okay, sure. Um, dexterity saving. Luckily, I have a +7 to that. So, um, but I still got. Let me do maths. 15. I was like, excuse me, I can't count.
With a 15, it's partly in thanks to the like thinner shoes that you as a monk tend to wear. You feel a weird sort of like feeling go over your feet, and you like just instinctively just like huh, and look down and nothing's there.
Is the
X
blob
fucking excuse me?
still in the place where the blob
Please
was?
don't tell me. Oh my god.
You guys look over at the bed, and the blob is still in that shape. It looks as if it hasn't really moved. Um, but as you sort of watch it, you see one of the like limbs twitch just like a little bit.
Lillian, do
Yeah,
are
that's
you
weird.
seeing that too?
I
I
I
I
am.
feel like okay. She like starts to back away slowly, like trying not to feel that feeling on her foot again.
Both of you make a strength saving throw.
Oh
Val,
my
Oh,
make yours
god.
with
god damn
advantage
it.
as you're sort of
Okay, I
backing
didn't even
away
need
a
it.
little bit.
Um. Okay, I got a 19.
That's a 1. A not natural one, but it is a 1.
That's crazy.
Um,
We're back to
Val,
Lillian's bad rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Val, your quick reaction of like backing away because of how gross this is, sort of like gets you just out of the way as Lillian, you feel this like solid sort of solid jelly-like mass slam into you and knock you out of the room about 15 feet away. And you land sort of like with a thud on your back, taking like 3 points of damage. As Val, you see Lillian fly past you and instinctively like flatten yourself against the wall. You still don't see anything in front of you.
Oh my freaking
What the fuck?
yuck. Uh, uh,
Um,
Lillian, are you okay? She yells
that
like around the corner.
that hurt. Ouch.
What just hit you?
I don't know. That blob thing. I think.
Um,
Val, you're still in the room
uh,
asking.
yeah, yeah.
You look at the bed and the shape is still almost unmoved. Like the shape is still on the shape it is in the bed.
It looks like it's still on the bed though.
It definitely hit me. Oh god, are there multiple?
Maybe it can like just multiply or like duplicate or something. Why is Brad not here yet?
I don't know.
Uh, Val, make another strength saving throw.
Oh shit. Well, this is it, guys. It's gonna be a 7.
uh, as you're talking, sort of like back against the wall, you feel this like jelly-like substance sort of like go over your torso, and you're like bodily picked up and slammed against the roof, sort of like being held up against the roof. Um, again, like you can't see anything, but you feel this
Well,
like mass holding you up.
we cannot hear
I'm
you?
what?
Oh,
There you
Hello?
go. You're back.
yeah.
You're
Whoa!
back. Just in panic.
Help! Help!
What?
I'm on the ceiling. She's like,
Yeah.
um,
Hair
I
like
don't really know what
trailing
to
down.
do. I don't really know what to do. I'm scared.
At this point, I think Lillian would get like her rapiers out, but like
Mhm.
and walk.
Fight the invisible jelly, please.
With your sharp,
Like,
pointy instrument.
you know.
Yeah, totally a good idea.
And I guess go into the room and try to get Val down from the roof, the ceiling.
Okay, how are you gonna do that? Do you
Ow.
like go to attack the space? Like you assume that something is holding her up. Do
Yeah,
you go and like attack the space of like where you think something is holding her up, like to cut her down,
yeah.
or
I think something like that, or at least to get it to let her go. Like even
okay,
if it's
make
not.
an make an attack roll.
Okay. Um,
Um, this is weird, guys.
that is a 19.
Um, your rapier swings out, and I mean, a rapier is not a slicing weapon, it is a stabbing weapon, but you go to try and like sever it, and you definitely connect with something, but it's much more solid than you're expecting. And you go with the swing, and your rapier sort of like goes halfway through, and you add a little bit of strength to it with that 19. Um, but it kind of bends, and then snaps your rapier. And you're holding in your hand
Uh,
one half of your rapier while the other half is wedged, sort of floating in the air.
Did your
Um,
did your did your thing just snap?
uh-huh.
I,
What the fuck
uh,
is this?
are my like? Can I like move my arms freely?
Yeah, you're sort
Can
of
you
being
like?
held by your torso.
Yeah. Can you like try to just drag me down? Because I feel like I could just grab through it, right? So maybe I could just go through it if you take me out of it.
I don't know if
Um,
Lillian is tall enough for
Tall enough.
that.
That's the question. Oh my
I
god.
think, listen, I think in the height of this like kind of scary moment, there's a good comedic 5 seconds of Lillian just trying to like jump up and reach Val's hand, and it just sort of like not
Come
working.
on.
Um,
I just
and as Lillian, you turn, you're about to like
Aw.
go and grab like a chair to get up because nothing else has happened. It's just Val is being held up. You hear sort of like sprinting up the stairs, and Brand runs in with a. I mean, Brand is not a tall man, but even shorter than him, a short, sort of like round, bright orange, red, and yellow woman with hair made of flame, a little bit portly, a little bit round. They both run in, and they both just yell, "Move, move, move!" And Brand like quickly grabs you, Lillian, out of the way as you just see a torrent of like bright blue, green, and white flame erupt out of this woman's hands and wrap around the shape, and you finally see what the shape looks like. As the fire sort of like hugs it, you see the shape on the bed with one of the limbs extended off the bed down across the room, and as it moves, it swells and grows until you just see a mass holding Val up against the ceiling, and another mass sort of like trailing and a little bit sort of like hanging out one of the windows.
Um,
But this fire sort of like engulfs this mass, um, and as the fire engulfs it, the flames change color from that like bright blue and green and red and yellow. And as it burns and burns and burns, you guys start to see that same color that Brand was describing of this very pale blue. Um, as the fire sort of like eats into this mass until it's all gone. Um, and Val, make a dexterity check.
just a normal dexterity.
Just a normal dexterity check.
Um, well, that's gonna be an a 9.
Cool. Val, you're not expecting this and fall from the ceiling to the
Well,
floor. No cool superhero landing for you, unfortunately. Um,
I plop.
yeah, you slam like straight into the floor as like the last wisps of this flame uh die down. Nothing else
Ow.
in the room has been burned, but this mass has disappeared.
Wait, did
And
you just kill it?
what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. First of
language.
all, hello, ma'am. My name is Valira
Brand t
Talander.
Brand's mom, Otter turns to him and is like, "Ooh, I like her. She's very nice.
Thank
Hello, my name
you.
is Otter. I'm Brand's mom. Hi, and you must be Lillian. Oh my goodness, your parents are, I can't believe your parents live just down the road. Hi." And she like goes and like
Yeah.
shakes both of your hands.
I
Mm.
again, what is going on?
Thank you for not using a cuss word. Uh, language. I did not kill it because there was nothing to kill. It's I like a fungus, I guess. Um,
Ew.
yeah, it's kind of a thing that happens sometimes around here. It's like low
Like a
level
magical
magic kind of
fungus?
thing. Yeah,
Oh.
it it's why being a fire elemental is very useful, because you just sort of like burn the magical mold away. Um, but
Mold.
yeah, uh, yeah,
Why was it?
it's no big.
Why was it opening my parents' curtains? If it's a fungus.
That's a good question. It's like, anybody out there to
Uh,
see the fungus?
I actually don't know. It attacked you because you were close enough to it that it was going to try and eat you, right? That's
Oh, that's
Wait, it
what
was
they
fun.
gonna
do.
eat me?
Wait, it was gonna.
I mean, listen, over the course of like a couple of months, you'd have had to be up there for a while.
I'm so
To like,
grateful
Where
that you are
do?
here.
But do you by any chance know my parents and have seen them in the last couple months?
yes, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, yes, no. I saw your parents like 2 days ago. Do not
Okay.
stress. They are definitely not consumed by fungus.
Okay.
Uh, I mean, or they
Lovely.
might be being consumed by fungus. I don't know. They're certainly not. They have not already been consumed by fungus because I saw them 2 days ago. They were like they've been trying to walk Mochi for like 3 weeks. It's hilarious because Mochi like hates it. So at some point they just kind of like put a leash on him and like put a little cardboard under him and just drag him. It's so funny. It's the cutest thing. Like, and she like casts a little minor illusion, so you see a little uh flame erupt, very much like something that Brand has done before, of like showing you an image of his husband and his cat, where she just creates a little minor illusion out of flame, and you just see this like moving image of your mom's, one of whom is dragging Mochi, just like obstinately not walking on this cardboard down the street. She's like,
That looks
it's like my
hilarious.
favorite thing. It's like my favorite thing. Yeah, no. So 2 days ago, they were walking Mochi. I still said hi to them. It was very cute. It was very nice. But I I'll be honest, I haven't seen them, but also I haven't been looking for them because so
Yeah.
uh and she like turns
Hmm.
to Brent and she's like, "Did you try to see magic things?" And he's like, "Yes." "Did you see anything?" No. Well, I saw the hey, listen, I saw the magical fungus. I saw the magical fungus.
Did you know it was magical
She
fungus?
like turns to the two and she's like, "He's never been really good at the like academics part. You know,
I've been noticing.
he's like talented, but
Hmm.
you know, school was never his
Yeah.
strong suit." And Brandon's like, I didn't go to school for magic, but I definitely went to school. I'm like book smart. I'm like a whole lecturer. Thank you so much. Val, we met on a research expedition. I just
Yeah?
don't do magic.
Well, you
Well, I do
do.
magic.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Okay,
do
cool, cool, cool,
magic.
cool,
I feel like
cool,
you
cool,
keep
cool,
getting
cool,
it
cool, cool,
switched
cool.
mixed up, you
I
know?
think Lillian really has to try to hold back a chunk of this.
She's like, cool. So this is awesome. My mom and my friends sort of roasting
Mhm.
me. Ah, roasting fun. Um, and
So on brand.
Brand's mom orders like, okay, hold on, let me try. And she claps her hands together in a very similar motion to what Brand did, and rubs her hands together. But you see a little bit of flame sort of like kick up on her hands, and the room is then engulfed in this like wave of flame. It doesn't hurt you, but it sort of warms you just a little bit. And Otter looks around, looks around, looks around, and then looks down at her feet, and she's like, "You're all adults, right? You're all like out of school and fully capable of being in the world, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh,
You guys are
oh,
very stupid.
are we?
Yeah?
I am not
Uh,
denying that.
she like takes the three of you guys downstairs. She's looking at her feet, which is where the kitchen is. Down at her feet, um, and heads towards the kitchen where you see the empty plate of, or the like half-eaten plate of food. She's like, "So somebody was here recently because of the half-eaten plate of food." Sorry, that was so harsh. I don't know why I get like this. Like, I think
But
it
why
must just
would
be the flame
but
elemental in
why
me.
would someone just leave a half-eaten plate out like that? Especially with a cat in the house. Maybe it's gonna eat it. Maybe the cat ate the half plate. Maybe because I mean it is quite chunky. It could have eaten half the plate.
So don't fat shame. It's not
No,
nice.
I'm just making an observation. So,
Oh boy.
What were you about to say? How stupid we are?
My internet has bugged out, I
Oh no.
think.
oh, we can still hear you.
Yeah, that is awkward.
I don't think you can hear
I
us.
can't. I can only see you through the stream,
Oh
which is
Ah,
super
no.
that's
useful.
great.
um.
Well, now he's gone, I
That's-
think.
Wait,
Oh no.
there you guys are. Hi.
Oh, you back?
Hi, you're
Oh
back.
my
So what
god, wow,
happened?
that was quick.
We could hear you.
Hey, this is the
Yeah,
very first time that I've ever disappeared and come back. So
that
I
is
Yeah,
guess
true,
streaming
actually.
is good for us.
this is
Yeah, maybe.
amazing.
Um, so she's like, so firstly, don't fat shame. That's not very nice. But also probably, uh, I mean, so somebody, one of your parents must have been here like recently enough that this food isn't gross and yuck.
hmm
Um, I don't know. I mean, we can wait until they come back. Maybe they come back. Maybe they walk. Damn. Did you guys wait longer than 10 minutes before you
Well, I
start
was.
freaking out?
Well, the curtains are closed, and apparently magical fungus moved the curtains. So, sorry for
We're a little
freaking out a little
concerned.
bit.
You know what? Okay, listen, that is fair. That is fair. My bad. I'm sort of used to always seeing the fungus and it not being a weird thing to me. Um, I mean, I don't feel comfortable waiting for your parents to arrive in their house, especially since they know who I am. So how about we just sort of go and wait outside for them?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it gonna freak you out if these curtains aren't open? Because I can open these curtains for you.
Well,
No,
the
I wasn't making
closed
fun of her.
the closed curtains are not the problem. The problem is that they are closed.
Wait,
Okay,
so the
okay.
closed
you
And she
curtains
like
are
you
the
takes
know
your
what
hand
problem.
and
I
like just
mean.
pats you. She just like pats your hand. She's like, "Okay, dear. Okay." And she like leads you outside, and the four of you go and sit outside on the porch. Brand like pulls out a cigarette, and he starts smoking, and his mom immediately looks at him and is like, "Really? You're still smoking?
I keep
You're a
telling him
fire
just to quit.
It's not even that it's bad for his health. He's a fire genasi. There's nothing that smoke is gonna do to his lungs. It's just embarrassing. Yeah, Brand. I don't listen. Anyway, also, and then she like launches into like a full conversation with Brand about Lynn and about the romance books that he writes and when is he writing his next romance book and like full mom dad
She's
like
a
mom
fan.
son conversations. Yeah. Um as you guys wait, I mean, you guys wait for probably like an hour or so. At some point, Brand's mom just like out of nowhere, just like creates water and like just creates just like beverages for all of you. She's a fire elemental. She's made of magic.
But she
Um,
can
Nice.
create water, although she's a fire like elemental. That's kind of crazy.
Hey, Bran,
Crazy?
how old is she?
What? No, okay.
I feel like that's not an appropriate thing you can say, but I don't know if
I
that's just me being
didn't
old.
I didn't know I was saying this, but okay. No,
You
it's
said it in a
okay.
very Val way, so it was definitely Val talking.
Yeah, it might have been. I mean,
Um,
it's hard to decipher sometimes who's saying what.
but yeah, you guys wait for like upwards of an hour. I think after the like 1 hour mark, Lillian, you're starting to get very antsy because you're like, listen, it's been an hour and they would not have gone for a walk. And then you see at the end of the street, both of your moms on like little wooden scooters, just like sailing down the road, the two of them. Um, they look a little bit worried, but not like harried or distressed, but just like a little bit worried as they're like talking as they're scootering up. And as they get to their house, they're like, Lillian? Lillian, why?
Moms,
I can't believe that you're here. Where have you? What a lovely surprise! Oh my god!
we
Hi, who are you? As it like sees Otter, and it's like, hi. Don't you look like? And they like have like a weird neighbor interaction. Just like,
mhm.
no words are passed between them. It's just a bunch of half words and sounds. And
Oh my god,
your one of your
yeah.
moms
Oh,
like goes and
wow.
like wraps you up in a big hug, Lillian, um, and like swings you around, just like, how have you been? And your other mom like comes and like starts kissing you all over your face. Uh, and they're
I've
just
missed
like,
you guys. Is everything okay?
too, honey, where? Yeah. Well, okay. Well, no. Um, hold quickly. Sorry, guys. I just need to check one thing. Just a little law check.
Law check.
Da, 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 da. Yeah. She's like, yeah, so Demi, he had a little bit of a thing with his heart, so we just had to get him to hospital quick. So he's okay, he's
Oh,
okay, he's okay.
oh, okay.
Demi, you know, is your mom's nickname for your uncle slash dad slash sperm donor
Oh,
Demetrius.
sperm dead.
I mean, listen, anything more accurate I can't think of. Um, and they're
Oh,
like, yeah, but so we just had to, yeah, sorry, we just kind of like rushed out. I literally just finished making food.
yeah,
I guess
That's
the
why
place
the
is
plate wasn't eaten. Ah.
we were
Oh,
what?
okay.
oh.
I
Lillian?
shouldn't explain.
Sorry.
We just came back and like we were actually on the way to Rand's mom when I saw like the curtains were closed and like they were kind of moving, so I got worried a little bit. So I wanted to
They
make
were moving.
sure. Yeah, apparently you guys had some kind of magical fungus that moved the curtain. Don't ask me why it moved the curtain. But
Ick.
yeah,
Ew.
I think she took care of it though.
Oh, fuck. That's what like Jenny and them like 3 houses down had. Oh shit. Okay, 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 okay. Sorry, baby. Sorry for cussing. Shoot, dag nabbit.
Yeah.
Uh, and then she like pinches your cheek, and your other mom just like whispers in your ear, "Fuck." Um, they're just like, okay, no. So we thought we had it. We thought we had the house checked. Apparently not. Or
Mhm.
apparently one of us, and like turns to your other mom, one of us got scammed out of our money.
Oh.
Hmm.
Um, so I guess we'll have to have the house rechecked. Uh, why are you? I mean, I'm assuming there's more to the story than we have magical mold, and then you just kind of came outside
Well,
again.
it kind of hits pretty hard, just saying, if it tries to eat
Uh,
you.
It wanted to
I
I
eat
guess
us.
guess.
as you say that, you kind of like twinge your shoulder where it like knocked you, and you can
Mm.
feel the like bruise coming. And your mom like comes and is like, Did you get hit by the fungus?
It kind of threw me like 15 meters through the room. It's kind of insane.
Oh, my baby. Okay, come on. Well, we're gonna
Mom.
listen. Yeah, no, it's and she like wraps her arm around you and she like walks you into the house and she's like, "Come on, let's go get something for my baby's little sore." Like your mom babies you an insane amount considering you're 21 years old. She like
Yeah. I think
uh
at this point,
she,
Lillian has given up on fighting back on that. She's just like,
yeah,
it's just what it is.
It is what it
and your
is.
mom launches in and I don't know, have they met Elena at all?
Yeah, definitely. That would have met her.
Then your mom is definitely like asking, and so how's Elena? Where is she? I thought you guys would have come here together. Oh, I miss her so much. You were such a sweetie pie. Where? Oh, and like
Yeah.
like your mom adores Elena.
She's the greatest. Yeah,
Um,
she was called on a job and had to leave, but she's gonna be back.
okay, well, when she gets back, please tell her that she has to come around because you
Of
know I'll make her
course.
favorite as per usual.
Of course.
And your other mom comes in and heats up the food and just kind of like assume like doesn't ask Bran or Arda or Val if they're staying for dinner, just kind of like sets the places. And then you see Arda sort of gets up and starts helping out. And then you hear the two of them like whisper off to the side, and then Arda like leaves for 5 minutes. And Brand is like having a conversation with your mom while she's busy tending to your wound. By the way, you can get your HP back from Mother's Loving Touch. Uh, and Brand is like having just like a conversation with your mom about like the neighborhood and how it's been since he's been back or since he's been gone and whatever. And then you guys hear like heavy, like doof, doof, doof footsteps and like a very like hearty laugh. And Brand just like puts his head in his hand as you hear this like boisterous sort of like almost Santa Claus, Father Christmas, like laugh, and then uh, some like muffled conversations between them as they're walking in, and then Brand like he like has his head in his hands, but as soon as those footsteps get close enough, Brand like immediately springs up and turns around and immediately goes and hugs his stepdad. Um, the titular Anvil Heart of the Anvil Hearts, and gives him a big hug, and they all literally sit down, and you guys have a wonderful co-family dinner.
Wow,
Crazy.
cute.
So my question before we end off with this sort of scene of a number of different parts, there's like delicious aromas in the air of like stew, and there's bread. There's, I mean, a couple of garlic breads, which always a winner.
Oh.
Um, like your mom has made everything, and where she hasn't made food, Arda's jumped in. Like they took an hour and made easily 6 hours worth of cooking between the
Oh.
two of them. Um, and like these delicious aromas of stews and garlic breads and melted butter, and there's like conversation all around the table as Lillian, you're catching up with your parents, and Brand is catching up with his parents, and these people and families that sort of know each other, but like always as neighbors, never really hung out, but know each other, are all having this conversation. Um, what is Val doing in this moment? How's Val feeling in this moment?
I I think she would feel a little overwhelmed, especially because she's just like very overwhelmed in social situations, anyways. So with her -2 charisma, um, but yeah, she's just like there's not always this much like she's never been around families like that.
Mm,
So it's very a different feeling definitely for her, and I think she's just trying to like listen to everything at once. Like she's trying to keep up with every conversation and like trying to maybe like insert little like, oh, I know that or something. Like, like
Yeah.
just trying to fit in but not really fitting in. Um
Yeah, I also think in the sudden surprise of both sets of parents seeing their kids for the first time unexpectedly, um everybody kind of accidentally, like definitely with no ill intention, just the
yeah.
excitement of being around their families again, just like accidentally excludes you, uh, just in terms of everybody's having their like internal
Catch
conversations and like
ups.
inside
Yeah.
jokes and I mean, I'm sure even Lillian and Brand have some joke about when they were growing up years and years and years ago, this one thing that used to happen in the street constantly,
Hmm.
or like this one
Mm.
road that used to flood and it was the best place to go ride our wooden bicycles through,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
Um, and I think, Val, you have just sort of like a moment of uh I think you excuse yourself to like go to the bathroom or whatever, but you slip out outside, and you realize it's you guys have been there for a lot longer than you thought you had. The sun had already set. The moon has started rising. And I think you just take 5 minutes out on the porch, and you watch the moon rise over the like distant glittering city of Monjed. Um, as the like, I mean, everywhere you go, you always feel like it's not just the moon, it's your moon. And you feel the like calm white light of the moon just sort of flood over you as we sort of fade out with the sounds of like family chatter and cutlery and crockery sort of clinking. And I think that's where we're going to end for today.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
thanks for everybody that is watching, that has been watching, that missed us.
Hi.
We missed
Thank
us
you.
too. Yeah, we'll catch you when we catch you, I guess.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
Bye.
back.
we're gonna be back.
Bye.
Bye.